This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
It's because everyone's talking about this.
Always live, always real, always unpredictable.
I think that's taking it to another level.
Yeah.
Log on and join our live conversation.
He said this as we were coming on TV.
DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. Erica Cobb, what day is today?
It's Friday.
Yeah, that's right. July 12th. I'm here with Erica and Stephanie. I'm Jeff Brandon. That lucky guy has a night off. He's going to be in Chicago, our neck of the woods.
He's in Chi-Town.
She-Town, Chi-Town.
We're still working on it.
Yeah.
We're still working on it. All right, guys, let's get to this first story. Does Jennifer Aniston have a secret sweetheart none of us know about? Look at that. It sure looks like it from this photo taken at a West Hollywood restaurant. Or could this guy just be a friend? You may remember Jennifer Aniston split from Justin Theroux last year. So what do you guys think?
Can we see that photo again? I need closer examination.
I think I do too. I was reading. I got to check this out.
Because it almost appeared like he was locked hands with the guy that was to her right. Oh, no, they weren't locked hands. He was just
that looks like when you've got a friend and you say goodbye at the end of the night and you're like kissing him on the cheek. That's not a face plant kiss.
He's not really going in.
No, he's kind of he's like side kissing, like almost near her ear.
Yeah. That's her gay friend.
You know what?
You think so?
Yeah. I mean, Jennifer Aniston has literally had, like some of the hottest boyfriends known to mankind. Brad Pitt, I mean, everyone's in love with him, aren't they? Vince Vaughn, hello. I mean, she's dated some hot guys.
You think Vince Vaughn's
I would rather date Vince Vaughn than Brad Pitt any day. Oh my God. He's hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, she's had a good run of boyfriends.
All right.
Erica.
What?
What's wrong with Vince
I think Vince is super cool. He's from Chicago,
I think he's awesome, but I don't think he's a, oh my God.
Yeah, but he's hilarious. Like, you know, you can get laughed into those situations, can't
He's
you?
a very sweet guy.
Well, then you're probably going to hate this story because it involves two ugly men you probably don't like, Steph. A lot of us are talking about Quentin Tarantino's upcoming movie, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and it's hard to believe that the two stars of the film that Stephanie thinks is ugly, Leonardo DiCaprio and Brad Pitt,
I didn't say Leo was.
worked together until now. They had similar beginnings, though, appearing on the same show, but at different times. This morning on the Today Show, the actors had a good laugh about their early days on guess what show? Growing Pains. Let's watch.
But we did start on the same television show.
Growing Pains.
89, 90.
Me, 91, 92.
Oh, were you? Maybe I was 90 then.
I don't know. I mean, we're talking decades ago, but we were on the same television show.
Did you ever do a scene together?
No.
No.
Wow. So check out a young Leonardo DiCaprio. He starred on the show during its final season. And Brad Pitt guest starred twice back in 1987 and 1989. Wow, I remember Leonardo DiCaprio on that show. I used to love that show. I don't remember Brad Pitt on that show.
I don't remember Brad Pitt on that show either, but I do remember having a true crush on Leonardo, which was interesting because you remember Kirk Cameron was the heartthrob, but then Leonardo DiCaprio showed up and we were all like, well, he's more age appropriate. Who is this?
I mean, I'm not going to lie. We all know. I don't think Brad Pitt's a bad actor, but I'm not really, you know, a lot of ladies disagree with me. I know generally people find him very attractive, but I tell you what, in that photo where he's wearing that leather jacket with his long floppy hair, I'll take a bit of that, Brad Pitt.
Could we get that back?
So you like a young Brad Pitt?
I like that Brad Pitt, yeah. Let's
so you like an edgy.
Can we look at young Brad Pitt? He looks like he's out of Stranger Things. Look, I'll take that.
No, this is the reason. I'm going to tell you the real reason why.
How about Ben? You like Ben?
This is why Steph likes this Brad Pitt.
Why?
Because you're attracted to darker features. That's why. That's why you like the Vince Vaughn.
Do you think that's why? Because it's in black and white as well. It's like enhancing the darkness.
Yeah, you like darker features.
Oh, there we go.
That's your thing.
All right, we're working on it. We're working on it.
Narrow
All right, guys. This one, Steph, I don't know if you know this girl or not. If you guys don't remember, you guys remember Danielle Brigoli. That's the Florida teen who went viral after a very memorable appearance on Dr. Phil. And if you don't know her name, you might remember her catchphrase. Let's listen.
Catch me outside. How about that?
That was it. That's all.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Danielle, a.k.a. Bad Baby, just signed a $1 million songwriting deal.
Wait. Explain this. Right, okay, so this was obviously before my time in America.
Right.
So this girl was on Dr. Phil.
Correct. She appeared on Dr. Phil because she was a juvenile delinquent, basically.
At 13, I believe.
At 13 years old, and they were trying to change her life and turn her life around. Instead, people made her a viral sensation, and now she's no longer getting the help that she needs. She's just getting millions of dollars to be the Cash Me Outside girl.
So what exactly? Catch Me Outside, how about that?
All right, we'll play it one more time, Steph, you try to repeat it, okay?
Okay.
Let's hear it.
Catch me outside, how about that? Catch me outside, how about that?
That was pretty good.
It's equally as slurry.
Yeah. I mean, I just looked her up on YouTube because I know she had some songs out before.
Okay.
After signing this $1 million deal. She had a song with Kodak Black that came out in February. It has 27 million views on YouTube for
Wow.
the
I mean,
song.
is it good?
I mean,
We're going to have a listen. Well, we'll do a bit of a research and have a listen.
I wouldn't, yeah. I don't know.
That's a lot of views. I mean, okay, regardless of whether she was naughty and in trouble when she was a teenager, she's doing something right now.
She's capitalizing on being naughty.
Yeah, I don't know. That's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
It's actually pretty sad, but
Yes.
that's
All right, guys, let's move on. Diane Keaton is living the single life and loving it. She told InStyle magazine she hasn't dated anyone in decades. She says, quote, I haven't been on a date in, I would say, 35 years. No dates. I have a lot of male friends. I have a lot of friends, but no dates. The 73-year-old has had some A-list partners, but has never been married.
This is so ambiguous because she says she hasn't been on a date in 35 years. She has a lot of male friends, then follows it up with, I have a lot of friends, but haven't been on a date. So is it the physical act of going out with someone in a romantic sense, or is it the idea of being in a relationship with someone?
I think she means a relationship because, I mean, if she's had a lot of partners, 35 years and you've... I don't believe her.
I don't know, because I'm not judging. I don't know what her situation is, but is she asexual? Does she just like to be with men and not have a relationship with men? Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what the deal is with this.
35 years is a long time to be alone, though. Do you not think? I mean, if she's happy, then that's great, but that's a long time.
I know.
I wouldn't survive that long. No way.
Maybe she just...
I wouldn't survive.
I wouldn't survive.
I was just trying to think of like my dating days, and if it was like traditional dates.
I don't know.
I don't believe it. I don't believe
After 35 years, you would even date Brad Pitt, right?
Oh, hell yeah, of course. 35 years, yeah. Brush the cobwebs away and all that.
R. Kelly is back behind bars right now. I'm not laughing at that. Raquel Villanueva has the details on his latest arrest.
That's right, Jeff. R. Kelly is now facing federal charges, including child pornography and obstruction of justice. He was arrested again last night in Chicago while out walking his dogs. The charges come from Illinois and New York, and they're the latest he's facing. In February, the 52-year-old singer turned himself in after he was charged with 10 counts of sexual abuse. Then in May, prosecutors added 11 more charges against him. Dream Hampton, the woman behind the Surviving R. Kelly documentary, reacted to the news, tweeting, "This is the one. It's a wrap. Finally." R. Kelly will remain in jail over the weekend. His bail hearing is set for early next week, and he maintains his innocence.
Thanks, Raquel.
I agree. I think this is the one. I had an incident in my building with one of my neighbors, and he actually murdered his girlfriend. And the cops and the feds were like at the apartment building, and then it would be like 1 month, and then it would be like a month later, and then they would come back, and he kept getting out, just like this R. Kelly situation. And then there was this week where it was constant activity, and then they just got him. So I think this is it. I think he might be in there for, if he's not going to give, likely he's not going to get bail. I don't think.
I just don't understand how this has gone on for so long with so many women coming forward and so many stories. I mean, how long does it take?
I think that you have to be very, have to cross your T's and dot your I's and make sure everything's perfect.
But then why is he not kind of in jail or in like a holding place? Why is he allowed just to roam around the streets like walking his dog?
I think that's what's going on now.
And it's the justice system. But you also have to understand that this is someone who beat the system once. So they want to make sure that whatever case they're compiling against him, that it's ironclad before they ever move forward again. Because there was a lot of feelings that people were just trying to get justice for injustice, which it was, but you also have to understand that there were a lot of victims who never were able to seek justice, and now they can finally get it.
This is why I'm so grateful for things like when we see that the big digital channels like Hulu and Netflix, and obviously HBO is obviously a TV streaming, but you know, this is why I'm so grateful for the producers on those shows, because sometimes I feel like the producers on those shows do a better job than the police. And I'm not saying the police are bad at their jobs, but seriously, I feel like the producers really dig in and get into the nitty-gritty, and people open up to them maybe more and feel safer with them, maybe because it's not the police. But then we see all these things coming to light that we never knew about before.
Right, a lot of it's legality. You know what I mean? The police can't release all that. They can't give, show their hand too. So the people who are doing the documentary have nothing to lose. You know, they're just getting their side of the story, so they're painting their own picture. The police have to deal with, what's going on in the law.
Also, the pressure of public outrage. If it gets swept under the rug, people have been talking about R. Kelly and how long until this documentary, and now all the bones and skeletons are resurfacing.
Yeah.
Ooh, all right, guys. Coming up on DBL after this quick break, one of the stars from the Avengers movie surprised people in a big way. We'll reveal who it was. And Miley Cyrus, she says she won't bring her kids into this world until we vow to save it. So is climate change reason enough not to have children? We're sharing your DBL take next.
Yes. Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
Guess what? We just had a message from Kristen Marie. She wrote into us on Twitter, and she said she agrees with me. She would rather date Vince than Brad because sense of humor is everything.
No, I get that. But I'm like,
I appreciate a good sense of humor.
I thought you were saying like he looked better.
I do think Vince Vaughn looks better than Brad Pitt. I genuinely do.
Really?
To me, yes. Yeah. Oh, and also, Arash, our producer's also saying the same.
Which Vince Vaughn?
Well, it's hard because then there's like over years and times, and in general, I would rather date Vince any day.
I hear what you're saying because he's funny. You think he's got a better personality?
I think he's funny. He's got, he's silly. I bet I'd be laughing all the time, constantly. He'd probably play pranks on me.
I get that. No, I totally see that. But saying Brad Pitt's not attractive is what I was like, what?
No. I know, like, the general consensus of human beings on the planet all are obsessed with Brad Pitt. I genuinely, like, for me, he just doesn't tick any boxes.
Who's your number one? We've done this before, but I forgot.
Oh, Adam Levine. I love Adam Levine.
Really?
I love Adam Levine. Bit of tattoos.
Arash is listening. He said what?
Bit of tattoos, dark hair. I'm surprised though, actually, because he's not normally I like ethnically ambiguous.
Yeah, she
So-
likes darker guys.
Zayn Malik is quite cute, but he's a bit young, actually. I like him a bit older normally. I'm trying to think who else there is. You know who I do like, but it kind of creeps me out because I feel like he's a vampire, bloody Pharrell Williams. That lad has not aged in about 30 years.
That is true.
What is going on there?
I hear he's 107.
I think he's like injecting himself with baby embryos or some stuff and down in Mexico because that stuff ain't normal.
Is that the new thing? Welcome back to DBL. You can add Miley Cyrus to the growing number of millennials who won't have kids because of climate change. She's waiting to become a mom until the issue is properly addressed. But people who disagree with her say it's the future generation that will come up with the solution. We want your DBL take. Is climate change enough of a threat to choose not to have children? Steph, why don't you kick us?
Let's have a little look what you guys are saying. So Victoria from Facebook, I don't know if that's her name, says says, my boyfriend is worried about it, but I want kids. I mean, I understand this. I can see both sides. You know, what I think is if this really genuinely bothers you and you don't want to bring a baby into the world with the current situation, but you want children, how about thinking about all the kids that don't have homes, that are up for adoption, that would love a home, that are already existing on this planet, and give someone a chance at a better life and teach them about the environment and being responsible.
Great point. Bill from Facebook says, climate change, or formerly global warming, is the biggest hoax this world has ever seen. Politicians have already made millions and will make even more once they charge a carbon tax. Bill, I don't disagree with you totally, but I do disagree with you that it's a hoax. I think that scientists have, on both sides, scientists who believe that there's something that could be done about it and scientists who believe that very little can be done about it unless it's a massive global effort, are still in agreement that climate change exists. But I agree with you when it comes to politicians and entertainers, we cannot allow Twitter to be our source of information. So for Miley Cyrus, this is interesting because she has a lot of resources, but for the average millennial who's also struggling to pay off their student loans and can't afford housing, maybe there's other things that are affecting the fact that you're not having children right now.
I like it. D from Facebook says, thank you, Miley, for understanding that climate change is real. Why add to the problem when we need to figure out and execute a real solution? What if Miley's kids came up with that solution? I'm going to teach my kids to be better for this planet, to teach them about this planet, to teach them about global warming. And I understand what Erica says. A lot of people, that's a tough word. Some people think it's a hoax. I mean, you just look at the polar ice caps, just look at the coral reefs in our oceans. Something's happening. We're using up a lot of our natural resources here. Something's going to happen to our planet. I think you have to accept that fact. I'm going to teach my kids about it. Hopefully in the future, we become a better place.
And what we don't talk about, too, when it comes to climate change is climate change has been in existence before human beings were in existence. So perhaps it's also, when people say hoax, it might just be the idea that it's a natural progression of the planet.
Yeah, and I totally see that too. I'm not 100% like climate change, I'm all in, but you have to know what we're doing on this planet, burning things,
right.
But like we're eating up our planet. Not seeing that kind of is like living with blinders on, for me, my opinion.
No, it's true.
We've got one from Alistair on Facebook. He says a real activist would have kids and challenge them to come up with a solution. Well, not being funny, I love Alistair, but let's say I have a kid. 50% of its DNA is going to come from me. And do I have the brain cells and capacity to work out climate change? No, I do not.
Oh my gosh.
My kid isn't going to have a chance in hell of working that stuff out. Do I know how to stop the polar ice caps melting? Hell no. But I can put a plastic bottle in the recycling bin.
There you go. The oceans are filled with trash. You can figure that one out.
I actually went diving in Sri Lanka in St. Lucia, and I was cleaning up the plastic from the ocean. It was really great.
There you go.
Hopefully I saved a turtle or two along the way, but you know, is my kid going to be the next, like, you know, Nobel Peace Prize award winner? Doubt it. Let's be real.
Wow.
Way
all
to
right, a lot of confidence there.
Future child, they can aim for the
Let's be real. Come on.
All right, guys. Well, Chris Pratt made a surprise appearance, and you'll never guess where. Raquel Villanueva has the hot details on the celebrity sighting.
Well, Jeff, let's just say Chris Pratt is ready to be on the country's charts. The Avenger star had 2 impromptu performances at Nashville bars last night. Well, moral of the story, if you're ever out for a night of karaoke, keep your eyes peeled for Chris Pratt.
I love when celebrities do this. I saw a video of Sting did it one time. And it was crazy.
At Stanley's in Chicago when Kid Rock came in.
No way.
And sang during rock and roll karaoke.
That's cool.
Yes, and then, oh wait, it wasn't Vince Vaughn. It was the other one.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. With the darker hair.
John
Cusack. I knew it. Yeah. Or I was going to say Ross from Friends. He's always there, too.
Yeah.
Anyways, coming up on DBL, the debut of a brand new segment we call Shade of the Day, when we read your shady comments about us, the DBL hosts. I'm not looking forward to this.
We all know what you've been saying about us.
We'll be right
We're going to
back.
confront you.
Are you one of the...
What's up, Beauty Blasters? It's your boy, Jeray for the Slay, and today I'm giving you guys some of my behind-the-scenes makeup tips. Now, it's Friday, so I want to make sure that we're feeling good and that we're looking fine, but sometimes those pesky brow hairs get in the way. You know what I'm talking about. Maybe you haven't trimmed your brows up, you haven't seen your good old brow girl in a while, whatever it may be, and you don't have any brow gel laying around the house either. What are we gonna do? Oh my goodness, I don't know, girl. Don't worry though, because I got the answer right here. So all you're gonna need is a little spoolie. You can typically find these guys at like on the bottom of your eyebrow brush if you have one from Anastasia Beverly Hills or Tarte, whatever it may be. Cute, cute, cute. Now, what you also need is a little bit of hairspray. Now this is a big guy. You don't need a big guy like this. You can get a little bit of hairspray. Whatever you have laying around the house will do just fine. All you need to do for those untamed brows is spray a little bit on your spoolie there, or mascara wand, whatever you want to call it. Now don't use the mascara wand in your mascara, because we're gonna have a whole nother issue, honey. Just use a clean spoolie or something on the end of an eyebrow pencil. After you spray that guy, it's like hairspray for your brows. Who would have thought? Now this isn't gonna give you too much pigment, but if you have crazy untamed brows, or if your husband has crazy untamed brows, this is a great way to smooth out those little pesky brow hairs without getting too crazy or throwing a lot of makeup on. Once again, all you need to do is a quick and go ahead and lay it straight on the brow and brush them up in a uniform fashion. You can also do this with a little beard hair or even taming a little bit of a mustache. So let me know your guys' thoughts and let me know what other tips and secrets you guys want to know from my makeup stash. Until next time, have a great day.
Welcome back to DBL. In the latest segment, we got your DBL take on a trending topic. Now it's time to turn the focus on something different in a segment we're calling Shade of the Day. Ooh. Our staff looked through our social media and pulled some of your meanest comments about us. Beloved host, all of us up here right now, I guess I'll kick it off with Libby. Libby says, Libby, I hate you. I usually turn the show off as soon as Jeff opens his big mouth. Today, I couldn't get to the remote soon enough. I got nothing. I just want to move on.
Oh man, okay, Tanya says, hi, I just have to say, Erica, honey, I love you, but those nails got to go.
Oh.
Tanya, if you ain't got no haters, you ain't popping, honey. And yes, I take care of my nails because I take care of my hair and I take care of my skin. That's the way you honor yourself. That's how I honor myself.
I love your nails, Erica.
That was a good one.
Okay, right, let's have a listen. Polly lass, what you're saying. All right, please have Stephanie stop using that fake British accent. Hashtag Madonna did it better.
Oh my God.
Cheers, babes. You're a superstar. You're sent, aren't you? No, you know what? If you think I've got a fake accent, I'll take that. I'm all right with that. But it's real. What do you want me to do? Talk in some, like, half-assed American one? I mean, American isn't even real English anyway, is it?
Well, now you're going to get some other comments. All right. Let's get this one from Todd. This one's for me, obviously. Todd says, Mr. Positive hates dogs. What's the difference between Jeff and dogs? People are happy when they see dogs. Todd, if I ever saw you on the street, you would let your dog run into traffic to get a picture with me. Don't even lie about it.
Yeah,
you know you would.
yeah.
Veronica says, please put Erica on timeout. She is way out of line with her mouthy opinions. Oh man, Veronica, here's the difference between me and you. I get paid for my mouthy opinions.
Oh. That was good. I like it.
That was good.
Oh, let's have a listen. Okay, so Unicorn's written in. She says, I keep the mute button handy for when Stephanie talks. Her voice is ear torture. Well, my darling, with a name like Unicorn, I'm sure everything that you excrement is glitter and wonderful, isn't it? So,
That was pretty good. I feel a little better and worse.
No, I really love this because when I started in broadcast, it was if half the people love you and half the people hate you, you're doing your job. So yeah. I appreciate both.
I must be doing a great job. We'll be right back.
Promotional. I am Patty Donnelly, and I am the Senior Supervising Producer at Daily Blast Live. I manage the show and the staff, and I oversee creative and help pick the stories. You know, and I also help by just using my past experience to better produce pieces and content on the show. A typical day at DBL for me starts at 6:30 in the morning, and that is super early. So it generally starts with me hitting snooze 4 times and then going to Starbucks and then rolling in at 6:30 on the dot. Whew, it's hard. And in the morning when we come in is my first meeting of the day. It's at 6:30 and it's the creative content meeting, and it's with just 4 other producers and then Chris Clark, the executive producer of the show, and myself. And basically we hear what stories are going on, what has been happening overnight, what the news is, and we start planning the show and what we're gonna put in it and what stories we care about. It's actually my favorite time of the day. It's really fun and it's my favorite thing ever, which kind of sucks that it's like in the morning, because after that then there's nothing to look forward to, but I love that meeting. Since it's such a small group, we laugh a lot and tell a lot of jokes, and just come up with some really great ideas because of it, and it's really awesome. What I like best about working at DBL as opposed to other shows is that we have a really cool culture here, and it is a lot different from when I worked in LA, meaning we put the show above, you know, we care about the show, we want the show to do well, but we don't put it above ourselves. And that's something that a lot of times in LA, you sacrifice a lot to make sure the show is awesome. And here we, I think, almost have our priorities in balance a little more, and we laugh a little bit more because of it.
Welcome back to DBL. We were just laughing about Shade of the Day. It's a pretty funny new segment.
It is. It is. Keep those comments coming.
Yeah, we did have a nice comment though. Someone was watching.
We have a lot of nice comments.
Ellis Walker says, no bad comments from me for sure. You're all great. Have a great weekend. And New Orleans, please stay safe this weekend. So thank you, Alice, after we've all been bashed.
That's how you end a good week. All right, guys, thanks for watching. We'll be back same time, same place on Monday. Have a great weekend.